I'm here with Monty Ledbetter, who is the Utilities Director for the City of Hot Springs. In fact, the Utilities Director for less than 6 months. You came on board at the end of last year, and you've already learned the landscape. So welcome.
Well, learning the landscape. It's a big landscape. First, a little bit about myself.
Yes.
I come from Malvern. I was born and raised in Malvern, still live in Malvern. I worked at Malvern Water Utilities for 18 years. Started in '86. The first 11 of those years I worked in the field. I rotted sewers, fixed leaks, worked in water treatment plant, wastewater treatment plant, all of those kind of things to kind of help educate me and bring me along. So the last 7 years of that time in Malvern, I was the general manager there, where we built water treatment plants and wastewater treatment plants and water tanks and a lot of the things that we're going to be doing here in the near future. So from Malvern, I went to Bryant, and in Bryant, I worked there 10 years. The first 5 years, I was general manager of the water and wastewater. The last 5 years there, I was the public works director. So I got into all the stormwater and the building the streets and all that. So then I wound up here.
All of that experience comes into play. This is a large department.
Yes, it is a very large department. We have 110 employees. The department's breakdown basically is we have 2 wastewater treatment plants, and we have 2 water treatment plants, and along with the wastewater treatment plants, we have compost. And over here on this side of the road, we have our fields operations, which consist of that consists of a lot of different things, but first of all, it consists of sewer collections, which is all the gravity side of things, the gravity system. It also consists of the distribution system, which is the water distribution system, consists of 10 different tanks and pump stations and almost 1,000 miles of water line. And so we have 6 crews that actually run that area. A lot of people involved. It's a big area. So, and then also we have lift stations. Lift stations is a really big crew as well. We have a lot of lift stations due to the topography of this area requires us to pump wastewater uphill. Yeah, once back in the old days, the Dad used to say, he walked to school and it was uphill both ways. Well, he didn't live in Hot Springs, but I think that would, that applies over here. I think if you walk any direction around here, you're walking uphill.
So he was a bit prophetic there, wasn't he? In that your future job was going to be about defying gravity.
Yeah, that's right. We have to defy gravity. And so therefore we have one of the largest pump stations in North America. We're actually bigger than the city of Houston as far as lift stations go. We have 3,300 grinder stations, and we have 88 major lift stations. So a lot of wastewater.
And it's a lot to wrap your brain around. It's also a system that has gotten national attention for some very innovative things along the way.
We have a very good master plan that was done back in the early 2000s, and that master plan led to implementing a SCADA system that's one of the state-of-the-art SCADA systems. It's looked at all over North America. We have people come in all the time that want to look at that technology.
And for those listeners who are wondering what a SCADA system is, can you explain
well,
that in
SCADA
layman's
system
terms?
it's a system that we look at. It allows us to give us a look at any one of our pump stations at any given time through computers and networks, through our iPhones, and it gives us alerts if there's problems with any of those stations, which there's problems constantly with 3,300 lift stations, and 88 major stations are always having pump failures or power failures or those kind of things. So it's really important for us to be able to monitor those systems from wherever we're at.
Mm-hmm. When you're maintaining such a large area, that technology helps you to be able to respond much faster.
Correct. Yeah. 24/7. We never shut down here. So we have a call center also that people can call in 24/7 and we respond immediately. If you're out of water, we don't sleep until we got water back on. So.
And citizens have really responded to that type of customer service. I mean, that's a big part, I'm sure, of what you do is to be responsive to the public. Time and again, they've contacted utilities with compliments, haven't they?
Oh yeah, it's been great. Since I've been here, I've been really surprised. I mean, the community, they're great. You know, they're quick to reward the guys for doing a good job, and our crews are outstanding. We have 110 men and women that work here in this facility. So you can imagine that's a large group, but they do a really good job of responding quickly and putting the customers first. And that's one of the things that I stress, is that we put the customers first. You know, that's one of the things I've learned over my 28 years, is that that's the most important part of our job, is that we put customers first and safety second. You know, so that's a close second. Safety is key. So, but.
Yes, and speaking of customer service, we have a department at the city called Municipal Customer Operations that handles the billing for water and wastewater. Do you work closely with them?
We do. We work closely with them because there's a lot of information that we need from that side. We need to know how much water's being sold in the system, because we pump water into the system, so we need to know how much is sold. So we come up with an accountability of the water. It's basically it's unaccounted for water. We look for that, and we want to reduce that number, so we have to know what those numbers are. So yeah, we work with the billing system closely. So.
Yes. Is there anything else that you would like to add? We know this is just a brief overview.
Yeah, future projects, we got a lot of things coming up. It's really exciting. You know, that's one of the reasons that I took this job, is because I knew Hot Springs had a lot of future projects coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. But we first start with a master plan, and that's what we're doing now. We're planning our master plan for water and wastewater as well. You know, once we get the plan done, that kind of gives us the roadmap of where we go next. And the board will approve those plans, hopefully, and once those plans are approved, then we'll start implementing phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of those kind of plans. So we know exactly where we're going, and the board knows, and the citizens know. So, you know, that's how we start. One of the first things that we've got to do is we've got to build a new water treatment plant, but we also got to build some new water tanks in the city. We're really short of water supply. We've got about 6.8 million gallons usable, and we average about 14 to 15 million gallons a day that the citizens use. That's an average. We peak out at about 24, 25 million during the summertime. So with only having about 6.8 million gallons of storable, of usable water in the storage tanks, we really got to build some new storage tanks. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So that's kind of what you'll see immediately. There's a lot of things you'll see behind the scenes going on that the public won't see, but there's a lot of things that's going on at our treatment plants as well.
So you're looking forward to those future challenges?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. That's my favorite part of this job.
Very good.
Making changes that positively impact the community I work for. So.
Well, thanks for giving us an overview today. It's certainly it's a big part of city overall operations. It's continually changing with the technology, and as you say, there's always that emphasis on safety and customer service.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us today. Let's catch up soon. Have another time to visit about those future projects as the master plan continues towards completion and the board of directors is considering future projects.
Yeah, great. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you very much. And next week we'll bring you more city news.